It is time for the ants. Krent. It is time to Krent. Indeed.
Yeah, alright. Settling in. Just got home. I was out to the movies. Got to see
cool.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
I just saw that the other day.
A number of
small
roofer and Priester colonies have established themselves.
Give me 1 second here.
Those nearest to the water's edge have enjoyed the first pick of the washed-up seafood for the past few days. However, as the sun and moon near alignment and the first spring tide of the month approaches, high tide draws nearer to these intrepid ants. Seemingly aware of their circumstances, these colonies are preparing to relocate to higher ground. There is only one way up the bank, and the route is currently occupied by a small roofer colony. These defenders will have to hold their ground against the oncoming siege. It will be 3 days before the high tide washes away the competition. If the colony survives, it will inherit the beach. But this won't be an easy fight.
Yeah, I absolutely enjoyed that. That movie is completely insane.
Oh yeah, and interesting that it's almost kind of a love letter to the other Marvel movies. You know?
Yeah, and a hate letter to Fox.
And notice no mention at all to Sony.
Yeah, I don't know why they would.
Well, I mean, if they're mentioning any other non-MCU stuff, I mean, at least 2 of the characters that show up in that one pivotal scene. Who made those other movies? Let me look. That was New Line. I don't know who owns that now. That was a full independent one. Warner. Okay. And
a lot of actor cameos got snuck in there too.
The water
yeah.
Access to the food.
And notice some of the characters that showed up in there were played by completely different actors.
These tiny insects.
Because I'm pretty sure that one guy in the red and white striped T-shirt was supposed to be the Russian from the Thomas Jane Punisher movie.
I don't know what guy you mean. I don't remember.
Doing so is not always simple, however. Hungry ladybird beetles know exactly where.
Cassandra Noah's little army of misfits there.
Stem bare.
You know, he had Pyro, Toad, and like that.
The ants.
But that one guy said,
watch over their flock.
That guy looks like the Russian, the one Kevin Nash played in the first Punisher movie.
Yeah, I don't know who that was supposed to be, but I like how there's a bunch of actors that were in there that I didn't even know about until I looked it up later. Like Nathan Fillion was in there.
Really?
Yeah. Guess who he was?
Oh God.
He was Headpool.
Oh, cool.
He did like the one line for the floating head.
Yes. And I'm trying to look at this one. Who is this one? Emma Corrin. I have no idea who this actor is.
Ryan Reynolds also snuck his family into the movie.
Of course.
His wife and kid were in there.
Of course.
His wife was Lady Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
and their daughter was Kidpool.
Of course.
Of course.
I'm looking at this actress the actress that played Cassandra Nova. It's like
she was quite good, actually. I'm not familiar with her, but I really enjoyed her performance.
Yeah. I thought it was somebody else. I said no.
If she wasn't bald and a complete psychopath, she would have been quite lovely.
Oh yeah.
I'd never even heard of the character before, mind you, but...
Yeah, she was from the aughts. That was when Grant Morrison was writing X-Men. Oh, that was Tyler Mane as Sabretooth in there. Okay.
Yep. Oh, also funny thing. Did you notice that Henry Cavill was in there?
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's the funny thing. When I was looking at the stuff on IMDb, guess what name they have his character written down as?
Oh God.
The Cavalrine.
Oh yeah. Well, he called him that in the movie. Oh, that was Ray Park. Oh shit. Holy shit! They had everybody. Of course, that little thing they played during the credits was kind of fun too.
Mm-hmm. Always.
I noticed of all the alternate Deadpools there, it's like, I guess they would have had to go through, I don't know, maybe they'd have had to go through Sony to use her. I think she's more part of that other verse. It said, no Gwenpool.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's not an actual Deadpool, though. She's just called herself that.
Yeah, it's a weird sort of thing. That was
to my awareness, not that I've read any of it, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, she's not really Deadpool, and she is definitely not Gwen Stacy like the other, fucking.
She's just somebody
Ghost
who happens
Spider.
to be named Gwen. Yeah.
Her name is Gwen Poole. Poole.
Wah.
It's a weird thing. It came just thought it was a one-shot. They were doing
a party of
and people liked it so much they said, "Let's do more with it."
The Roofer colony must defend their territory.
Oh, one thing, and I was surprised because I looked at this and I expected to see him in there, but did not see him. Because looking at the Marvel database, that's like their wiki page. Usually, whatever's in a current thing
The
out,
battle has begun.
will have under featured articles on the page. So of course, the first three things, there's Deadpool, Wolverine, and Cassandra Nova. One after that is a small character, Hit Monkey. I was like, oh, will he be in the movie? He wasn't.
It's probably for the best. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, he's kind of.
The colony is starving.
He's
There's not
kind
enough
of
food to feed the
thing
new
they
brood.
came up with later. Sort of became part of. He was actually part of Deadpool's group for a time. Mercs for Money. That's why I expected him to be in there. But yeah, he's an
The Roofer
assassin
colony on the
and
low ground
he's a
is
monkey.
sending troops to clear a path for their queen.
A
The
macaque,
high-ground
if you want to
colony
be
must keep them
completely
at bay.
accurate.
Also, one thing, I won't give this away for anybody else, so I won't say specifically who I'm talking about, but you'll know what I mean. That bait and switch was hilarious.
Which one?
The one where you thought a certain character was showing up, but it turned out to be somebody else.
Oh yeah.
Man, I didn't see that coming at all. That was funny. That gave me a good laugh. Let's see.
And he finally gets a cuss in a Marvel movie. Hey.
Right?
The other guy in that movie, the other bad guy, but not. The other bad guy, not Cassandra Nova.
Okay.
Didn't recognize him either.
No, he was
The
fun
lower
too.
ground colonies have relented their
Yeah,
siege from
what's his character name?
Night
Paradox, yeah.
and with it, it brings
Yeah.
a host of nocturnal predators out on
Yeah,
the
they're
beach.
both, him and Nova, they're both
High-ground ants could go
done a bunch
underground
of
to ward
British
off the night.
movies and
They
television.
would have to leave their precious aphids unguarded.
Gotta love
It is a
how
difficult choice for this colony.
got the
Face the
classic.
peril out in the
We've
open.
got two villains in this
Hide
movie, and they're
away
both
and
incredibly
risk losing
British.
Their only reliable
Yeah.
source of food.
Oh, wow, okay, this is one movie. Okay, here's one movie that he's in that I've been wanting to see. Maybe I gotta go see it now. It's on Netflix. It's called Operation Mincemeat.
That's a name.
It was, yeah, well, basically to make it was a British operation to basically secure D-Day by making the Germans think they were attacking some other way. So they had to come up with this complete, elaborate fake out.
Mm-hmm.
Basically meant sinking one of their ships and loading it with a bunch of dead bodies to seem like the crew, and load the ship up with information, like false information.
Nice.
There are intruders in the nest.
Yeah, very fun movie, though.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute madness, which is what you expect.
Oh, yeah. And they had the trailers in front of it. Speaking of the Sony Marvel, we got the trailer for the next Venom movie.
Yeah, that looked kind of iffy, but I will say that the Venom horse was amazing.
Yeah. And then
I don't like the kind of comedy style they're going for with it, but that horse was cool.
we had the trailer for the next Joker movie.
Yep. With clearly a Harley Quinn in it.
Oh yeah. That's Harley, there's no doubt.
Yeah. Definitely.
Now I can't remember what the other trailers were for. They didn't have many, but
I really hope we end up getting to like a third Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie where he actually goes up against a Batman.
There are intruders in the nest.
One thing that's interesting in this movie, and I don't know if that's the route they're going with, because let me face it, as far as a Venom verse, he really didn't have much of a supporting cast. It wasn't just a direct Spider-Man character. And the ones in this one, it looks kind of like, all right, there's a group that was in the Marvel at one time. They were called the Jury. It was basically this armored up paramilitary anti-Venom squad.
Interesting name.
Yeah, well, I think really when the regular law can't do anything, they have termed themselves as judge, jury, and hopefully executioner. I did like, of course, the part in there when he's like Vegas or something, and that little dance number with Mrs. 10.
The what?
In the trailer, Venom is having a little. It looks like they're in Las Vegas or something, or some big place there, and there's like a dance number, like Mrs. Chen, the store owner from the other movies.
I've never seen any of them.
No, there is. Peggy Lou plays Mrs. Chen, a little. If I can tell you, a little Chinese lady who owns a convenience store that Eddie frequents. She knows all about Eddie and Venom. In fact, she says hi to both of them when they come in the second movie.
It's so weird how they're making Venom not a villain. Or it seems like.
Yeah.
He's just like some doofus. But,
well, like I said, this is the... You know what? As far as the Sony Spider-Verse goes, it is the least unhinged of the movies they've made out of it. As compared to Morbius and Madam Web, there is a great video by this comedian who works with he basically operates through a puppet, Chad the Bird, and his review of Madam Web come on, something happens in the movie and it says, and this is the least unhinged thing this bong rip of a plot offers.
Hmm. Of course, the other thing I noticed with the Deadpool movie is that it wasn't about the MCU Deadpool. It was about the X-Men movies universe.
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Dawn breaks, and the battle for the high ground will soon continue.
I don't know if
Many
I'm
aphids were
doing this
eaten
right, but it looks like
the high ground colony must ration their food carefully.
I think they had tried to make a movie, and that's how that one character got in the movie. Do you know who?
I don't. That was all very vague.
Apparently, back in I forget where. Back in 2018, Fox was trying to make a Gambit movie.
Ah. Channing Tatum.
Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be Channing Tatum playing him. And it,
Now it was.
it's the last thing we ever heard was probably in 2022. So, yeah, that's why we got him here.
The Fusca colony is sending a wave of warriors to clear a path for their queen.
And, of course, the Cajun accent was marvelous.
Well, it was something anyway.
Cajun accent that no one can understand.
The ants must defend themselves.
I don't know how accurate that was, but
I mean,
it
as
was
far
a
as
thing.
as far as a French-based accent that no one can understand, Cajun
it was
comes
an attempt.
second only to Quebecois.
Yeah, but at least Cajun sounds cool.
Hmm. I'm looking at your. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that little thing, that pipe I put up on Kinemer's site right after the soap. Well, you can read above it what prompted me to put that picture there.
The Rufa colony is sending another assault.
By the
They are desperate to
conversation
reach
that
high
Kai and Keeman were having.
Sure. I don't know what's going on right now. I can't really go digging through
I know.
Discord records right now.
Yeah, I
colony
know,
is
but that
starving.
was
There is not
just a
enough
thing
food
they were
to
doing.
feed the new brood.
What? Oh, I don't know if you saw the one I put said that today it was like natives from some site called Natives Be Like. It said today I was at a local home improvement store purchasing a few bags of gardening soil.
Ah,
I said, you gonna do some gardening? I said, nope, buying my land back, one bag at a time.
This time I'm getting receipts. Yeah. That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen that somewhere before, but it is a classic.
Like that picture I put on the same site where I found that
More
ring
black
soap
ants are
and that
emerging from the
pipe.
Fusca
I
nest.
also found that, well, that sign with the fuck you looking at, and the thick Pokemon cards.
Disturbing. I like how we're basically farming aphids on this level. I guess aphids leave behind little, I don't know, little sugar deposits of some sort.
Yep.
Little things that their ants can eat. But these, there's these ladybugs trying to eat the aphids.
Yeah.
So we're defending them.
But they do.
Yeah.
More soldiers are emerging.
Get out of
from
here,
the
ladybug.
nest.
Oh shit.
Somehow, looking at stuff on Deadpool led me to a link, basically, Deadpool Harley Quinn.
Huh.
A thing that doesn't exist, but if they
Madness
decided
Overload.
to, would be amazing.
I think that might be a bit much. You need a straight man to go along with these characters. You know?
I mean...
That's why Deadpool's with Wolverine.
Yeah, but I think this see, who can out-crazy the other?
Right?
Yeah, I could see Ryan Reynolds and Margot Robbie in a movie like that.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how the Joaquin Phoenix version of Joker's Harley Quinn will be.
Lady Gaga.
Was it Lady Gaga?
Yeah, that's who's playing Harley in this movie, Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I wonder how that'll go. Very curious to see. I heard some people talking about how
night falls.
They think it's too soon for there to be a
warring colonies. Once
a clown prince of crime
must make a choice
out of the Joaquin Phoenix guy. And I was like, are you kidding? There was
they hide,
he practically already had a gang at the end of the first movie.
Yeah. What was that guy's name? I'm trying to remember him. The one who was in
Phoenix.
Gotham. No, the guy in Gotham. He was in.
I haven't seen it.
The last two Star Wars games.
I don't know. There were a lot of people in the last two Star Wars games.
And Survivor.
What was that last part you said?
He was the one that plays the main character in the last two games.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know the actor's name.
Yeah, he was in Shameless. He was in Gotham.
And he was in Shameless in Gotham.
Yeah, he was pretty shameless.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Damn it. Look. Cameron Monaghan, that's his name.
Okay. What about him?
He played these two brothers who were supposed to be the Joker, but never called that by name. Like, one started out as a criminal, and then the other one, after the first one was gotten rid of, kind of gets turned into the new version of the Joker as a result. But, yeah, they were...
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
He's a good actor, and he's good at playing any type of characters. All his sort of... carrying some baggage. With hella issues.
Well, I know that the other lady from those Star Wars movies, like, that was the Jedi lady that was that guy's mentor.
There are intruders in the nest.
She plays a great Amanda Wallace.
Oh, yeah.
Shame it had to be in the Suicide Squad game, which was apparently terrible. But her performance was really good. Actually, so was Harley.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was Tara Strong in that one for Harley.
Let's see.
She's very good at Harley.
Looking. Characters. Let's see. Tara Strong. Yeah. Fucking King Shark in the game is voiced by Samoa Joe.
Fitting.
Let's see, Deborah Wilson, who basically,
Deborah Wilson. Yeah,
patterned the look right off the actress. I mean, We got Jason Isaacs voices Brainiac in the game. Of course, I knew Kevin Conroy voicing Batman.
I agree.
Yep. Oh yeah, on the way home I got pizza.
Nice.
Yep.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. The battle has begun.
Then of course we're getting two different apparently they're seasons now. This is an ongoing game.
What? What is?
Where Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
Oh. They're still doing stuff with that, huh?
Yeah.
It's time to admit that it's dead, guys.
So
Or fix it, one or the other.
it was every season has a story, and you're gonna give a story mode in this. So, well, this second one, introduces. Well, I say Mr. Freeze, when actually it's Mrs. Freeze. See, this is supposed to be a cross-time, alternate universe thing.
Yeah.
So we've got Victoria Freeze, or Mrs. Freeze.
Interesting. Maybe.
There are intruders in the nest.
It's still the same game.
Don't see why not, eh? Didn't DC do a what if thing at one point where
Dawn breaks, and the battle for the high ground will soon.
where the
continue.
Joker was actually Bruce's
Many
mother
victories
and
in
Batman
the
was
light.
his father? Because
The high
Bruce was the one
ground
that
Was,
died?
must ration their
that was
food
part of the
carefully.
Flashpoint storyline.
I thought that was a fun idea.
Yeah, it had been Bruce that had been killed.
Yeah, and that
And
drove
so
his
his-
mother insane.
Right, and his dad became Batman, and his mother became the Joker. Yeah, that was... Now, apparently both Atlantis and Themyscira had been these militant empires trying to conquer
There are intruders in the nest.
the outside world as well as each other. So basically we get evil versions of Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
Jason Momoa can't turn evil.
More black
Well,
ants
it wasn't
are
the Jason
emerging from
Momoa
the Cisco nest.
anyway.
Hmm.
It was the old blonde-headed one,
Boo.
which I
Boring.
have to recommend a channel to you. One is called Ace Vane. This guy takes animations and redubs them, and it's hilarious. And it's everyone's taking old Super Friends episodes, especially his version of Aquaman. Everything relates back to water.
Well, yeah.
The great thing about water is... Let's see. The other guy's been doing this, these little short videos where he's dressed up as Batman. It's like he's doing like an HR interview with the other heroes. And you've got other characters. You got the Jokers, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg, and Aquaman, and then he's also where this guy's also doing the Chris Nolan, Christian Bale version of Batman. As a joke, the other one is he's now entering another Batman, obviously based on the Robert Pattinson.
The colony
Batman.
is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
I heard he did okay. I haven't seen that one, though.
I haven't either.
Apparently it was more focused on the detective stuff.
Yeah. That's kind of one of the things in one of those jokes did when he's kind of like actually doing detective work, just going out beating people up.
Right? They got a lot of that into the games as well, which was nice. The Arkham games, they did a fair bit of detectiving.
No, God, I remember.
Both lower ground colonies are now sending out armies at the same time.
Oh, shit. I'm getting invaded. Why don't you guys invade each other? Jerks. Let me eat my aphid juice.
Black ants and wood ants are heading from their nests to the high ground.
Ugh. So we were looking into some options of stuff to do when I do the upcoming podcast meetup that I'm having in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah.
And realized something I've heard about but never experienced. I have never been to a Dave & Buster's because never really had an opportunity to check one out before.
Yeah. I have not, because we don't have one around here.
Gonna have to do that.
I have wanted to go to one.
Night falls, and a temporary truce emerges between
Aha!
the warring
Eat that
colonies.
ladybug.
Once again, the high ground wood ants must make a choice. Do they defend the aphids,
Okay,
or will
that's...
they hide, resting their forces until the morning?
No, get out of there. You fool.
So
Treat.
apparently, talking about Star Wars games, this upcoming one is already not getting favorable.
Outlaw?
Yeah.
I don't know why, exactly.
I don't know, looking at some of the, just...
Predators are
what do you
loose
call
in
it,
the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Just a sample of, just a clip there said, that is some janky ass graphics.
I don't know, maybe, but, you know, whatever we've seen so far is a build in progress, right?
Where apparently somebody takes down one of the characters takes down a stormtrooper by clubbing him over the head with their hand. It's like, I don't care how
So they punched it?
Look, he's wearing a helmet. You punch him in the head, a helmet with your hand, you're gonna break your hand, not knock him out.
Yeah, unless your hand's, like, prosthetic, metal hand, robot hand. That's a bit ridiculous. That don't make no damn sense.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. Predators are loose in the nest.
I don't know what that game's
The
going to be
larvae
like,
must
honestly.
be protected.
I'm curious to see how it turns out. I'm hoping it'll be good. But I'm not fully clear on what all the gameplay will be like yet.
Yep.
It is kind of neat that you get to play a scoundrel type, though. But, I don't know.
Oh, wait. Okay, according to this, I was looking. Yeah. Speed Freaks is supposed to come out tomorrow.
Oh, that's the orc racing one, right?
Right. It's or I'm just gonna go ahead and call it Gorka Morka, the video game.
Yeah. I was actually watching somebody play Space Marine last night, and they asked their chat why the orcs have like the black and white checkered stuff all over everything.
Yeah. So like race
And
cars.
some people were saying that the black and white checkered pattern represents Gork and Mork.
Oh.
Which I don't know. Maybe it's the two colors, but also they do love racing. That is also a thing. All right, I think we've got all the upgrades we can afford because I can afford one more upgrade, but I want to leave some spare food for replacing dead ants. So I think it's time to hunker in. Wait. See what tomorrow brings. All I know is I do not want to go outside into all of this nonsense.
Okay, somebody put on Reddit. Oh, lore-wise,
Good
based on
eating,
their
though.
Hermetic race memories of their empire getting beat up during the Crusade with the Space Marines, drawing on their chapter colors. I don't. So it's out of lore. It's based on football supporter scars to go along with the whole English football hooligan thing they have going on.
Yeah, that sounds right. Uh-huh. It goes with the vibe, that's for sure.
Yep.
Orcs are definitely very, very football hooligan.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen people in writing. They're even doing the here we go, here we go, here we go.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. You know, if they didn't have these large adult beetles out here, I would probably go for this. But I don't know if I can take this fight with the adults being there.
I'll tell you one thing that's funny, and I got to tell Kai. I'll try not to spoil anything else, but the thing with the Honda Odyssey.
Uh-huh.
When he said when Honda found out chlamydia was coming back, and they felt they had to do one better.
He did not like that car.
I mean, I'm not the car person. That's why I'd have to ask Kai about that one.
Mm-hmm. I do love how he went on a rant against Fox, then told them to fuck off and headbutt at the camera.
Yeah.
They definitely went a lot fouler with this one than the other ones.
Oh,
right?
well.
Yeah, which is funny now that it's Disney.
Also, the fact that it's... Well, I mean, they were all kind of foul-mouthed and ultra-violent, definitely.
Last night's high tide was dangerously close to the low.
Yeah, but they pushed it even farther now
was their
that
last
they
chance
can.
to relocate.
You know?
Yeah.
The ants must prepare for their
one,
final battle.
The guy, that one character in
is
there,
written
I
in the
guess I'm
night.
supposed to
Food
recognize
will be
him.
scarce.
I haven't watched the other Deadpool movies in so long.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a character from the other films or not. And also, one character appears as a regular circle of friends. It's like, wait a minute, didn't that character die?
The ants must.
You mean Peter?
Well, Peter's the one I didn't recognize, and then the other one was fucking Shatterstar.
He was from Sorry, Peter was from Deadpool 2, but who's the other one you said?
Shatterstar. Like, he's in there. I thought
I don't know who that is.
All the rest. Oh, he's part of that little team he put together with Domino and all the rest, and I thought, like, didn't everybody but Domino die?
A large black ant force has been
sent
from the Fuska nest.
I don't know what the deal here is, but he's in the movie. Domino is not.
I liked Domino. Also, one thing I liked in the second movie is how they're like, let's get one of the actors who's like famous for being one of the most handsome actors in existence, and have him be the invisible guy.
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
You don't find out until like the very last minute when the invisibility wears off, and holy shit, it was Brad Pitt all along. That's good goof.
Yeah, apparently his character did die. Fuck. Okay, according to the cast list, T.J. Miller was in that movie. I didn't spot him in the most recent one. Unless it was a clip.
Heading toward the
he's the one who played Weasel, his buddy.
I don't remember them.
He's been there since the beginning. He's in numbers 1 and 2. He's his best friend.
Oh, him. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course the actor got in a bit of trouble.
They always.
And I think he was coming back, but
might as well just stay in here for now. There's no real benefit to be had by going outside anymore. Just this huge army is fighting over scraps of food out here. Yeah?
Of course we had, Leslie Abrams back as Blind Owl.
Lower ground colonies are now sending out
we got
at the same time.
Dopinder, Colossus.
Well, yeah, Dopinder was there for like 2 minutes, but he was fun.
Yeah, Negasonic, Yuki, they're all in there.
The ants will fight to the death.
I don't know who that was playing the Juggernaut in this movie. It was definitely not Vinnie Jones.
It was the same as one of the other movies, but not the one from the other Deadpool movie, though. I think it was the same one as
like
the
it wasn't
X-Men.
No, that was Vinnie Jones. That's this guy. I'm looking. Aaron W. Reed. I was an athlete.
He's definitely in one of the other movies.
Pro bodybuilder. Oh God, he was the. Let's see, Super League Pro bodybuilder.
Maybe the one with Apocalypse. I don't remember.
Yeah, because
he was in one of the X-Men films, apparently.
The low ground is already starting.
I know we had Juggernaut in X-Men 3, and that was Vinnie Jones playing him.
The ants are rushing up the bank.
Right? Yeah, I know it wasn't him.
Is their final?
One of the later movies.
He was in Free Guy, playing the body model for Dude, which was Guy's like.
I never saw that
version. Yeah, well, it's about a guy, the character in a online game who suddenly achieves some kind of sentience outside of the game, and you realize it's a whole big thing. Anyways, that was. I'm looking. Yeah, that was the Russian. It was not Kevin Nash playing him. Jon Favreau, of course, playing Happy Hogan.
Get drowned, suckers. I win. I'm gonna eat your queen.
The ants upon the hill have finally defeated their would-be successors.
Jackman.
Tomorrow their empire will expand.
Oh, of course, the first one he meets, and of course, the comic accurate
Hold on,
Wolverine.
hang on, hey, hang on.
This colony will rise to become an undeniable power in the Undergrowth.
Give me the jelly.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Okay, yeah, his character also died in. Okay, so apparently, Peter and Shatterstar were they both died in Deadpool 2, but I guess he used a little time travel thing to at least bring them back.
Oh yeah, he made a big deal out of bringing Peter back.
Yep.
So Shatterstar might have gotten back that way as well.
Okay. Interesting, the character he's actually based on apparently is a whole different character than is portrayed in the movies. In the comics, he is an agent for the, I guess, British superpowered government agency MI13.
Who is?
Peter in the comics.
Okay.
Anyway,
Interesting.
enough of that. Let's see. Got Blando, yeah, Pyro. Oh, it is the same actor. Wow, they actually got the same actor to come back and play Pyro.
Yeah, but I think pretty much every character that came back was the same actor.
Yeah, except for Juggernaut. I know that was different.
Well, no, like I said, he was one of the previous Juggernauts, just not the original one.
It doesn't have him listed as ever playing the Juggernaut.
I've seen him somewhere.
And of course, I said Ray Park was playing.
I seen him.
Of course, same him. Yeah, Tyler May coming back as Sabretooth. The original. Hey. Film in the first, in the last stand portrayed by Vinnie Jones. Originally going to appear in X-Men Days of Future Past. Appears in Deadpool 2 as a computer-generated special effects character. It was Ryan Reynolds provided the voice. So in the second Deadpool movie, the Juggernaut was just a full CGI voiced by Ryan Reynolds. And then we have the one from this one voiced by Aaron Reed. It's based on the appearance. The costume was based on the one Vinnie Jones wore in X-Men The Last Stand.
Yeah.
Like, same costume, different actor.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna need to do one more of the challenge modes and then I can move on to the leaf cutters.
And of course, I'm looking at stuff on Juggernaut. And February 14th, 2006, the parody troupe My Way Entertainment released The Juggernaut, bitch!
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
Which is why he was doing that when he did that in X-Men The Last Stand. Vinny Jones actually did that.
That's funny.
I'm a juggernaut, bitch.
Alright, let's do this map again.
This Formica Fusca Black Ant Queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers establish their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion,
Okay, that's something you
it will
don't
be
see every
wiped
day.
out entirely.
Sure.
Basically tooling around, and somebody did some adult art with a female aura.
Unfortunately, the queen chose the colony's
Aura from Final
Aura.
Fantasy
Okay,
14.
I thought you were still talking about Marvel.
With
Oh, sorry, I was just sitting. I said I saw online when I turned around.
Yeah.
Put a
growing up to 45 millimeters in length and with powerful
naughty
four
art
legs.
with a
there's
lady aura.
there's a lot of
The
that.
frigates have had their fill of roots for the day.
Yeah, it's just one of those races you
And
don't
are now on the
expect it
hunt
to,
for
with all the
protein-rich
spikes and
invertebrates.
plates and shit.
This queen and her brood.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why you should expect it from some people.
Oh god, that was the latest questionable content I particularly liked. So, Pine Size took Martin and some of the others out to an AI club.
Lewd.
And showing how they, and when he shows the dance floor there, and one person, I love the author puts in a little annotation at the bottom, and it says FF7 Chocobo theme DJ Harold Techno remix.
Nice.
I said, interesting, a techno remix with the Chocobo music.
There's a in Final Fantasy VII remake. There's a song called "Hip Hop to Chocobo." Although I like how they handled finding different song tracks in that game. It was basically you wander around the world and you find like little song discs that you can play on jukeboxes in the world. So if you're in a location with a jukebox, you can play the songs that you've collected. I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Good way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting to see somebody playing Space Marine for the first time. Apparently that game came out like 12 years ago now.
A mole cricket is burrowing into the nest.
Eat
The ants
'em.
must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit. The ants must fight.
Delicious.
Sigistria florentina, a funnel-web spider. She is large, fast, and equipped with a
Eat
deep,
her.
powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye. A Sanguinius scout has sensed the presence of the black ants. A raid on the colony is now inevitable. The question remains as to whether they will merely pillage a generation of young, or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants.
Yeah, speaking of this raw art you've been finding, though, I'm surprised there's not more big lion mummy art out there these days. Because, they just added that new race option. Big steppy lion mummies. You know how the internet likes that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Alright, good talk.
Alright.
Yeah, indeed.
Sorry, I'm damn. It was my day off. I got to go to the movies, but back to work tomorrow. My next day off is Friday. Friday, I really plan to do nothing.
Speaking of movies, probably going to end up watching Beetlejuice while I'm on the Philadelphia trip.
I'm kind of iffy on that. It's sort of... I'm sorry if it's... The only thing I think is bad is these remakes of 80s movies are these sequels 40 years later to 80s movies. You know?
It's a pretty late sequel, certainly, but
I mean,
we'll see how it goes.
Thing we got out of now the late... Hey, Eddie Murphy's done it twice, and both times have not been received well.
Yeah, but that's Eddie Murphy.
Fuck, what else? I haven't bothered with any of the Ghostbusters sequels, even the official ones.
No, me neither. I've only ever seen the first two movies.
I thought, same here. I didn't bother with that last one because it's like an 80s remake, and I didn't bother with these other ones because it's like I said, decades later sequel.
The raiding party has arrived. The slave makers will head straight for the
terrible
chambers.
joke when
they must be stopped.
Well, you see what Cassandra Nova's base was made out of, right?
Defenders. The brood remains safe.
Her face? I think it was made out of her face.
Base.
Oh, yeah. The dead giant Ant-Man suit.
Right. And when they open up and there's a skull inside, and what was it Ryan Sentinel said? Oh, Paul Rudd finally aged. Yeah, that's what they joke. They say, like, he doesn't age.
Have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing.
They show stuff of him from the 90s, and he looks almost the same.
Her sisters, however, still present a problem. Mole crickets are burrowing into the nest. The ants must defend in multiple locations at once. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
I just like how they even got the same girl for X-23 back, and she's all growed up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Reading some of the internet gossip and drama that's been going on lately, it's like, oh god, there's a joke I could make, and it'll be very inappropriate, so I shall not.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to say it even louder. It's going to be very inappropriate, so let's do this.
It's basically one of these internet artists, fan art things, and basically did some art with the character. But this is around the time of the Logan movie,
no respite
where the art, which is way too young and very, very inappropriate.
Oh, yes. People are like that, unfortunately.
Was no match for the
well, now a lot of stuff can come out of the woodwork with these other people, like this one person attached to Mr. Beast and his network.
Predators are loose in the nest.
Uh-oh.
The larvae must be protected.
And now that's been bringing down stuff on Mr. Beast, along with other stuff. Well, that person was the tipping point. After that, a lot of other scandals up, mainly involving fraud for some of his little charities and events.
Who? Sorry?
Mr. Beast.
No, you said mainly involving something.
Some of his charity, a lot of those charities and events and contests here. Some of them were rigged, or I don't know. I never followed Mr. Beast that much. That when somebody mentioned something,
I've never even seen a single thing he's done.
Yeah. Me neither. Just know he exists, and other people talk about him.
Yeah. There was one point where my grocery store was selling, like, I guess he had some sort of candy bar he sells.
Yeah, these nuts.
I don't know.
Don't I remember? I mean,
I don't know what they called it.
No worse than the stuff like you had fucking what's that stuff? Prime. Stuff that Logan Paul and KSI.
Oh yeah. They were peddling that too. At another point.
Yeah. Oh, we have it at the store I'm at.
And now apparently there's some sort of thing with Marvel and grocery stores.
No.
I don't know. They're giving out some sort of Marvel cards. It's I don't understand it. I mean, like collectible cards and stuff is fine. It's cool, but I don't know why Marvel decided to go and partner up with grocery stores. Seemed a bit odd, but alright.
I mean, Marvel food products are not anything new. I've seen Marvel gummies and...
It's not Marvel food products, though. It's just them advertising Marvel stuff at a grocery store.
Oh,
They're giving out trading cards.
Oh, wow.
There is no respite from the color.
For every $25 worth of stuff you buy, you get 4 trading cards.
Huh.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders. The brood remains safe. For now. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Yeah, somebody showing the clip Henry Cavill.
I didn't even realize that character was him because I didn't catch his comment about it.
Burrowing into the nest. The ants must mount a defense quickly, or their brood will be forfeit.
Wait, where's this burrowing happening?
Much better than those pickups down the street.
And I don't know where they found that dog, but holy shit!
Oh yeah,
Dogpool was just such an absolute little gremlin of a dog. What a little derpy uggo.
Let's see. I'm trying to see where's the...
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
But of course, that was necessary for the character, right?
I guess so. And kid lady.
It's not a proper Deadpool if it's not all corrupted and ugly.
I'm trying to see what kind of... What was that thing? Puggy is crossing a pug and a Chinese crested dog. Okay, played by Peggy, a 5-year-old dog, won the title of Britain's Ugliest Dog in 2023. That's nuts. I mean, there actually is a dog pool in the comics.
Yeah, that's the point, right? It's
very much a different kind.
But still very mangy and ugly.
There is no response.
But Lady Deadpool looked exactly like the comics.
Sanguinea will subjugate or exterminate.
Even the hair the same.
Oh yeah. There's Kid Pool.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders.
Head Pool.
The brood remains safe for now.
Nathan Fillion definitely makes for a very good severed head.
Yeah, that's another one that didn't appear in the movie. I looked for them and didn't find it. Panda Pool was not in the movie.
Oh, okay. They did have like a samurai and a ninja and
a cowboy. And
cowboy.
We had a Scottish and Welsh versions.
Yep, and some sort of Buddhist monk.
Yeah.
I'm told that Monk Pool is actually... his story is that he used the breaking of the fourth wall to find enlightenment and peace, inner peace.
A running pool. That's nuts. Crazy stuff. My only thought was, I'm surprised they didn't make any reference to... Well, okay, they didn't make reference to Loki by the very use of TVA.
Well, that was in the comics too, right? But I don't know if it had anything to do with Loki in the comics.
But they first appeared in the MCU in Loki. That was their first use of them in the movie and series.
Mm-hmm.
Which I am kind of like... I was surprised, like, why making an appearance by Owen Wilson? But
why him?
Well, remember, he's one of the characters in the movie. He's a TV. He works for the TVA. He was like pretty much the link with the TVA in the MCU right now.
He was in the movie?
No, he wasn't in the movie. He was in Loki, the series.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah. So, basically in the series, Loki, and this is apparently the Loki from Avengers Endgame.
It's a burrowing into the nest.
The one from when Captain America goes back in time and was fighting it, loses the Tesseract to Loki again, picks it up and disappears. He ends up kind of snatched up by the TVA.
The colony is starved.
Oh, okay.
There's not enough food
Yeah, that's
to feed
the whole plot, where he's kind of as an agent. And then we meet alternate versions of Loki in that series.
Safe for now.
So, yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of reference to
Predators
MCU stuff and non-MCU Marvel stuff as well, like I said.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Marvel TV shows.
I haven't seen any of them. I've seen, like, clips and trailers and stuff. apparently the actress from the She-Hulk series got all butthurt and says, "Oh, it's all right when they're funny and silly and doing stuff like that, but not when I did it." It's like, that's because that's the point of Deadpool, always was. She-Hulk kind of knew when to be silly and when to be serious. Y'all wanted to be silly all the time. And also, it's silly is one thing. Silly and climbing up on a soapbox at the same time to tell us how to feel about the comics is another. I mean, when one of the villains in there was based on Doomcock, who was this YouTuber who he gripes about things that in comics, games, video games, and stuff that they're messing up. So I figured, yeah, let's make the villain based on an internet troll.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And
again, that's what Borderlands 3 did.
And that's basically what they're doing that, and to say, yeah, here, we'll show them to be the real villains. As no, they're just still the villains to you. And obviously, you're still afraid of them, or you wouldn't be trying to put in this kind of light. What was the old... it's like that, going back to the edge, the left can't meme.
Oh, neither can the right.
This is
the point. Yeah, true.
They want their share.
But they definitely are. And then they drop all pretense of politeness, and that breaking the fourth wall, just complete rant and rage that she does at the very end of the She-Hulk series.
Once again, the slave makers return to their nest with
I
new
said, well, if
black
you hate
larvae
doing it that much,
to
why the
raise their
fuck
own.
did you agree to do
The
this
raids will continue,
series?
but this Formica
Go to
food
someone else,
family
you're such
has
a great
proved its
fucking
capacity
actor.
to endure and grow. Eventually, they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will reduce.
A lot of people do it because they want to do this stuff.
For the great black
Ryan Reynolds had to play that stupid version of Deadpool in the X-Men Origins just so he could play the authentic one. Now in 3 movies, right?
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interest.
And yet at the same time, you could tell he was having fun,
beginning to adapt.
even playing that version.
I mean, I think he had fun with the version that was Wade Wilson before shit happened to him.
Yeah. And
when he became the weird, mouthless freak later, I don't think he liked that very much.
Yeah. No. You know, it's like you're going to have to do that, and then it says, okay, but at some point in the future, we're going to revisit this. And we're going to do it properly.
I don't know who the hell designed that version of Deadpool or what the hell they were thinking. And nothing to do with the character at all. Like, yeah, he's the merc with the mouth, but he doesn't have a mouth anymore, and he's got eye lasers for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird.
Oh.
Alright. Should be just about ready to get the rest of these seeds, then we can have our big battle. Oh, I should look at spending some jelly as well. Wood and mortar. You will have... takes an extra 40% damage from further physical attacks. Or more damage from venom attacks. Are their attacks considered to be venom attacks? Yes. Okay, let's do weakening.
Oh god, another meme with the Turkish pistol guy.
Why is everybody upset about that guy other than the fact that he's strangely very good, but like people are saying that he robbed somebody or something.
Oh well, okay. The point is, he got silver, not gold, and yet they're hyping up him and not the one that got gold. He also it was a mixed doubles shooting thing, so they talk about him and not his teammate.
Okay. Is his teammate the one that had that like really weird backwards lean?
No. That was a rifle shooting one. That was something else entirely.
That guy was weird.
I don't know. He just had it between having the look. Let's face it. I said he looked like Hank Hill.
Turkish guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked amazing. And he's very casual about
like
it.
I said, he ain't wearing... hell, prior to him, they were looking at the other shooters, mainly for that funky eyewear they had on. He wasn't wearing none of that. He was just wearing regulation shooting glasses. Like, if you went to the shooting range, and just little foam earplugs, and that was it. Now, his partner wore pretty much the same. Plain white. Their entire team's uniform was that plain white t-shirt with just the turkey logo on it.
Nice.
I don't know. And I've brought this up.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes it ain't about winning. It's not winning gold that gets you noticed. It's something else. I told
like being casually badass, for example. Yeah.
I was like, Kai, she knew that back in 1994, the Winter Olympics, women's figure skating, Nancy Kerrigan, and she got jumped by somebody, and they clubbed her in the knees, and that was somehow supposed to be, they tried to make a connection to the other skater, Tanya Harding.
Well, yeah, she was supposed to be the one that hired the guy to do it, right?
Supposedly, and they could never prove that. The guy was somehow, he'd been her ex-boyfriend and former head of security or something. But, anyways, now, Harding and Kerrigan both went to the Olympics. Harding did not place at all. Kerrigan got silver. And then kind of disappeared after that. But everybody knows about Harding. They know about Kerrigan. Who won gold? Nobody knows. Not today.
Yeah. Good point. All right, are you ready for more sassy scientist time?
Sure.
The colony seems to have made significant progress. Perhaps it is time we began phase 2 of the trial.
Agreed. I will prepare the feeder colonies.
The feeder colonies?
Mm-hmm. Like, I had to go back and look up this person who actually won gold.
Disturbance. Introduce 20 Formica fusca ants.
The fusca colony is attached, and the ants are on their way.
The ants are on their way.
Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Doing a little Dave Matthews.
There's a lot of very dramatic piano in this game.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, sometimes it ain't about the winning, it's just about the impression you make.
The Formica rufa ants.
The rufa will be more aggressive. Our Ereptors will need to put up a strong defense, adding 20 rufa ants.
Eat them up, yum yum.
Yep.
Hello, actually, Larson. Hello, insert joke here.
And like I said about the Turkish guy, his look, you know what he looks like? Probably said it looked like he just came up and just picked a pistol and so on. He said, he looks like a hitman. Like a hitman actually looks. They don't look like John Wick.
Yeah?
Good.
Yeah?
If you look at some of these actual assassins and hitmen...
Course not.
Remember the one Johnny Depp played in that movie? Whitey Bulger?
Never heard of it.
The movie's called Black Mass. He was this
introducing
like very almost feared hitman working for the mob. And Johnny Depp played him in this movie. And like he said, glasses, balding, dressed normal. So, you know, he looked like guys... Like he just stepped up, non-stop, pop, 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 and walked off the store.
Yep.
Excellent defense.
But anyway, this meme has picture. There's Luke, Han, and all the good guys from Star Wars just lying there, apparently dead. And then they show the stormtrooper. Only it's our Turkish guy, and then it just has written, directed by George Lucas. Like end of movie. Turkish
Nice.
guy took him out.
They should send that guy after Putin.
Yeah.
Help your neighbor of Ukraine out a little bit there.
Good.
Good.
Would it be unfair to help the colony out? Perhaps. But I'm feeling generous. Collect your seeds swiftly, my little ants. Now, let's see how they handle the Rufa and the Fusca invaders. We will start with 30 of each.
Whoever voiced this scientist is a grade A weirdo. Heat them up. You're in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
A wonderful victory on two fronts. Perhaps we should try 3 colonies this time. Introducing 30 of each. Rufa, Fusca, and Raptor ants.
At the same time. This man likes a good four-way. Oh no, 90 enemies versus 90 of me.
Oh no. That character. Oh no.
Good.
Oh no.
A little helping hand.
That was a character from Family Guy.
Faster, faster.
Yes.
Oh no. And again, what was it? There's some kind of insurance commercial where
I wonder
somebody
how
hit
they will survive against
something
the
or other, or something hits their car or whatever, and then the object starts
Let's
talking.
see.
Like a big tree branch falls down and starts. Like Geico. My favorite was the one that hit this pothole, just blew out a tire and did some big damage to the car. Oh no, your tire's all flat and junk.
You were doing
Like the
well,
pothole starts talking.
Raptor.
Here,
Yeah.
let me get my cell phone, call you a
A
record.
giant tiger beetle
Oh
has
shoot, I
joined
got
the
no
fray.
phone, cause I'm a pothole. So, hey, bye. That was it. That was the
And another.
Hilarious.
And another. Oh no, 3 tiger beetles.
The narrator is voiced by Mahler, the YouTuber.
No, yeah. Mahler
Unless-
is,
That's the narrator. Scientist 2 is voiced by Eric Peterson. Well,
Oh.
Eric Peterson, you were a grade A weirdo. Good job. I don't know who Mahler is.
he's, one of that group, with the, what is it, Friday Night Tights, that's like Gary of, Nerdrotic, you've got, used to be
Does a good
Az
job narrating, though. So
Az from Healer's Babyface, he's not part anymore. Elf had appearances by everybody from It's a Gundam to Shad of Shadiversity. The guy does all the store demo videos.
I've heard of him.
Who else is in there? I know X-Girl, that Star Wars girl makes appearances. Quarter Black Garrett. Yes, that's his name, Quarter Black Garrett.
Oh, is it any relation to Kamala?
No, but yeah.
work,
Oh,
my
apparently he is. I guess he is 1/4 black. He's
1,
though he looks white.
9, 10 wolf spiders.
What was it?
We
Somebody was
can't
talking
leave
about.
things
What's her name? Harry's Megan. Prince Harry's wife or something. Somebody's because she's apparently has part black. Has street cred. I said, man, quarter black Garrett has more street cred. I think it's a gun said, hell, I do. Has Megan ever driven through a shootout to get to the Popeyes? I bet she hasn't. I have. Of course, that's almost the thing was comedian Tracy Morgan did the great joke. This is way back. Critics of Obama was saying the reason he was...
Oh, hey, hold on.
Victory to the Raptor.
What's going on here?
Yes, the ants performed excellently against the roofer. They just staved off an attack from 40 roofer ants.
40? I think that's enough for now. We don't want to overstress them.
Agreed.
Agreed. Give me the jelly. I like how they do a thing now where they let you stage your own attacks just for fun.
Continue to watch over the Formicarium. Additional experiments will be on hold for the time being.
I understand. No more tests.
No more tests. Anyway, you were saying?
that kind of conjure reminds me of Tracy Morgan back in, what was it, 08, when Obama was running for president. He thought, his critics said, people only voting for him because he's black, and Tracy said, well, that's the case, I could run for president. I'm way blacker than he is. He said, I smoke Newports and drink Old English. I was raised on government cheese. I prefer it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's like cheese. Tracy.
Don't eat the government cheese.
I mean, it's no worse than if you... I mean, it's the same kind as like if you eat American cheese slices or...
Exactly. It's awful.
American cheese is made for one thing to me. Or basically it's for melting. Like Velveeta, or that's
for burgers.
It's for burgers or cheese sauces, like where you melt. That's its main thing.
Larson, why did you spend 20 straight minutes grinding your nuts? That sounds dangerous.
I gotta admire his endurance.
Yeah? That's some A-level gooning right there.
Yeah. God, now that I know what that means. And I found it out through a...
Thanks, Game Grumps.
No, actually I found it through a Fitz video. And it wasn't even Fitz who said it, it was fucking Grizzy. I just looked up gooning.
Mickey, walnut paste for...
And then... paste for Fezignon.
Yeah, I don't think that's a word.
I ain't one of them French-Canadian words, is it?
No, because then they'd be the ones that couldn't pronounce it right.
Persian pomegranate and walnut chicken stew.
That's a lot of things.
Is a sweet and sour Iranian stew from northern Iran. The roots of Persian dynasty trace back to the Sassanid dynasty's golden age. Ooh!
Fancy.
So basically, it's chicken sauce and chicken and stew and a walnut sauce.
Interesting. I want some.
Yeah. I actually had pad thai for the first time. I'm kind of like,
It's alright.
I don't know what all the fuss is about.
It's not amazing, but it's alright. Alright, let's...
Our colony does need to exercise.
Let's kill a hermit crab. Or 2, apparently. Eat 'em up. Probably won't get any food from this, though. Otherwise, I could just give myself free food all over the place. Alright. Alright, it is time to meet the leafcutter ants. Although we have to do this rehouse the colony thing first, which I think is another fight? A tougher fight, maybe? Or, oh no, maybe that's this thing up here.
The counterpart colony has been delivered. We need to commence preparation for the final experiment. After that, we can dispose of the specimens and close the project. You should begin transplanting our ereptors into the modular formicarium, and be careful with the queen.
Yes, I know how to use a trowel.
Right. Yes, Dan.
I don't know why I bothered building that stuff. I forgot that was about to happen. I wasn't sure if there was another fight first, is the thing.
What?
Close the project.
Hold on.
Bah! Did you hear that? Final experiment, my foot! I'm in charge of the colony, and I will decide when we've finished testing. There. All set in your new home. Grow quickly, my little ants. We have lots of work to do.
We do indeed. Take it to the surface. Alright, we will need to earn some food. But we've got lots of jelly. Save formicarium. Alright, now it is leafcutter time. These guys are fun little weirdos. Little farmer ants.
I got...
This young queen has successfully raised her first daughters beneath the leaf litter of the rainforest floor. The nutritious fungus she fed them as larvae is now dwindling. If they don't find food quickly, they will all starve.
No. According to this, let's see. The male scientist is voiced by Eric Peterson.
Yep, that's what Larson said.
A Canadian stage, television, and film actor known for roles in 3 major Canadian television series: Street Legal, Corner Gas, and Wonderland.
Oh, Corner Gas, I've seen that. Great show. I wonder which character he was in that one.
I don't know. Let's see. Corner Gas.
Really good show.
Oscar?
He was Oscar?
Yeah.
The juicy grubs nearby are a staple meal for many underground opportunists.
Doesn't sound like an old guy.
But for now, at least, they will go ignored. This budding Atacephalotis leafcutter colony has only one viable source of food, and it must be collected above ground.
That's not Trailer Park Boys. I was like, nah, it's no Trailer Park Boys, or...
Oh, no, you're right. It's much better.
Or fucking Letterkenny.
A young velvet worm, Oroperipatis ecuadoriensis, has been uncovered by the ants.
I highly recommend Corner Gas.
Predators are masters of ambush. They creep toward their unwitting victims silently on soft, hollow legs.
I know
Once in
two
range, they squirt oscillating streams of slime, forming a wide net that entraps their prey.
Meh. I mean, Canadian programs I can recall are like the Red Green Show and Night Heat.
Corner Gas is
A
superior.
small scouting party of minor workers could lead any number of deadly jungle creatures back to their undefended queen. They will need time and luck on their side.
Alright. Food
Only in
storage.
Unlike other things, whereas most Canadian programs will still be situated in Canada, Night Heat was actually set
The workers
in a
have located a patch
very
of young
generic
seedlings, just what
American
they were looking
city.
for. The leaves
Okay.
are soft enough to be sliced up with ease and carried back to the nest.
Basically, it was a Canadian's view of, say, New York, Chicago, like some American metropolitan area.
The harvested leaf chunks are not eaten directly. Instead, they are used by the very smallest minim workers to cultivate a nutritious fungus. Waste is building up in the fungus gardens. The leaf cutters need to dig out a refuse dump. Over time, waste builds up in the fungus gardens, and if left unchecked, it can attract necrotrophic parasites. To deal with this problem, Atacephalotes dig out subterranean waste heaps, preferably as far as possible from the healthy nursery chambers.
Gotta store our poop.
Poop.
The ants'
Poopy poop.
activities outside the nest have not gone unnoticed. They are being watched.
So yeah, we've got two different food counters at this point. We've got a counter for how many leaves we've got, and then a counter for how much actual fungus we've made out of it.
And I got here. Ta-da.
Yeah, Larson, have you seen any of these TV shows that we are always yammering about?
I think so.
Oh, there's a spooter over here.
One of my favorite shows, and I thought it was an American show, but it apparently made in Canada, called Flashpoint.
The most accessible leaves are located to the
have not
north
watched
of the
that.
nest entrance.
It was a
However,
good show.
another Atta colony has already laid claim to them. The close proximity of these nests places the two colonies in direct competition with one another. Time will tell which has the potential to grow into a great empire, and which will submit to the unforgiving law of the Undergrowth.
What
Yeah,
was
one of
even
my
crazy?
Pattern jumping spider,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Casviri
waiting.
purpureus, has subdued one of
No,
the workers.
go ahead. What were you
This
saying?
expert solo hunter.
I said what was
combines
even
extreme
crazier
agility
about
with
that
incredible
show,
forward
Flashpoint,
vision,
was one of the
allowing
cast
it to
members
pounce on unsuspecting
was
prey
the
with
original
pinpoint
Pink Ranger.
accuracy.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, at least somebody managed to find a career after Power
The colony is
Rangers.
starving. There's not enough food to feed the new
Yeah?
brood.
Yeah, the refuse tiles cause a huge amount of slowdown. That's why I'm building them over here, away from everything else. My workers get poisoned a little bit building them in the first place, but that's unavoidable.
Boom, 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 boom.
Didn't mean to dig that tile out. Oh well. Here, we'll put that there so it's a little bit like having a wall. I should start getting some actual fighter ants going, though.
Go right there.
Like how you get to see the all the leaves sliced up behind them after they've had their run of things. All right, let's see. Where shall we put? Where shall we build the other guys? How about over here?
I was watching somebody's video. Said, "How is the View not canceled?" And I said, "Well, if they did, then they'd have to turn these people loose on other programs that people actually watch. Can't have that."
That's true.
Like, you want Whoopi Goldberg running wild in the streets? I don't think so. Oh, God. Here's a video from Josh Brolin and Tony Hawk talk about how they hated the movie Thrashin'.
Thrashin'?
Thrashin'. It was a 1980s skateboarding movie. Josh Brolin starred in it. Tony was a consultant on it, and they both said, yeah, it was terrible.
Oh, what if we had Whoopi Goldberg running loose in the streets and skateboarding and thrashing?
Knowing her, she'd instantly break something, which, not altogether. At her age, like, instantly break a hip. Hell, they had to get a younger person to play Guyan in fucking
As
Picard.
the sun sets below the horizon, and the thick rainforest canopy shrouds all but the slightest glimmer of moonlight, the predators of the night begin to emerge.
Wasn't she a cop partner of the dinosaur once? That sounds awesome.
Oh, Theodore Rex, yes. And
Sounds pretty cool.
That is it sounds. I think they had some of the same puppeteers that did the series Dinosaurs work on that.
I think you mean as amazing as it sounds.
You didn't see it. That's all I'm going to say.
That's true. It does sound awesome, though.
In an alternate futuristic society, a tough female police detective is paired with a talking dinosaur to find a mad scientist bent on creating a new Armageddon.
That sounds almost as amazing as Kung Fury.
Oh, yeah. Kung Fury, though, was intentionally corny and cheesy. It's meant to look that bad.
It was incredible. As I like to tell people, I grew up in the in the 80s.
Yeah.
And Kung Fury is the most 80s thing I've ever seen.
I'll tell you another series to watch. You can find the entire thing on YouTube. It's called Ninja the Mission Force. I think I've talked about it before.
That's a name.
Well, it's definitely making fun of the old Godfrey Ho cut and paste ninja movies that came out of Hong Kong in the 80s. Which, basically, if you don't know, there was this one studio at the beginning, then another one picked up suit, but IFD Film Arts, under producer Joseph Lai, made these movies. They would take already existing movies that they got the license to use, cut them up, stick in 10 or 15 minutes of new footage, and redub them. And a lot of them, since it was the 80s and these are big, they've made a lot of them with the new footage into ninja movies. And they were ridiculous. And so, 2 years ago, this group Neon Harbor, under direction of Ed Glazer, made this series of like about 10-minute chapters called Ninja the Mission Force. Which, if you knew a lot of the stuff in the old Godfrey Ho, like Ninja Terminator, Ninja the Protector, Diamond Force Ninja, Ninja Thunder Force, stuff like that.
Good night, Lawson.
Night.
Thanks for dropping by for 10 minutes.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, Ed Glazer and Neon Harbor. He actually brought in Brad Jones of the Cinema Snob. They were friends back then, to play the main bad guy, and it was hilarious. And like I said, they the way he did it, he'd splice in other movies, but all of the movies he'd use in that were old public domain movies. So one that nobody had the rights to. Even though you could recognize a couple of them, because like in one episode he actually used footage from the original George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, which is still in the public domain. George just never renewed the rights to the original.
Let everybody have at it, huh?
Yeah, and I recognize a couple other ones. Like I recognize Laser Mission, which is a movie starring the late Brandon Lee. I recognize his footage. Like I said, just a whole bunch of crazy stuff. One was some Italian-made Star Wars knockoff. So in one part of it, when the main hero's boss hands him the thought, Gordon, I need you to go into space. Okay, I will.
You got it.
I mean, yeah, okay, I will.
Quality acting.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the point. Oh God, people in the new footage in those Godfrey Home movies, a lot of the time to appeal to a wider, more international audience, they want to hire as many Western, like white actors as they could. I say actors. Okay, a couple of them actually had movie acting under the belt. Other folks just said, hey, are you white and living in the area and want to make some extra money? Be in our movie. See, as most of the time...
Okay, I will.
Yeah, about like that. Okay, I will. Once they got into the part where they're in full ninja garb, then it all became the stuntmen doing all the work. So
to improve these leaf stores.
And like I said, they're in full ninja garb, so it doesn't matter if they're white or not. You can't see their faces. Can't see them anyway. Whew.
I mean, you know, ninja's a state of mind.
Ninja. Only a ninja can defeat a ninja. That's where that sound clip comes from.
That's because only a ninja can see a ninja.
Let me see. I've got it on my soundboard.
Only a ninja can defeat a ninja.
With a minigun in the background for some reason.
Oh no, that was... that came off of the trailer for Ninja the Mission Force, so probably something was going on in the background, or it was probably the music.
Hello, FNAF Squad. How are you?
Nah.
FNAF. Gnap.
I mean, that full line goes, an evil ninja challenges a righteous ninja. Only a ninja can defeat a ninja. Ninja, 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 ninja. That's what he said.
Nice. Did I also mention ninja? But yeah, so this map's more interesting because we're playing the leafcutter ants. We have all these dangers being marked out on the underground map here, but since we don't eat other bugs or anything in this one, we don't really have any reason to go fight all these dangers. Other than wanting to carve out some space to make our hatcheries in and stuff. We don't really need to be going around fucking around with that. So we can ignore a lot of it. But we do have to spend all night messing around up top. And we're basically in a race on this one, as you can see over here. There's another colony. And we're trying to... Whoever collects 10,000 points worth of leaves first wins.
And the creatures of the night scurry back to the dark crevices of the undergrowth. For the ants, however, the objectives of the day remain unchanged. Locate vegetation, defend supply lines, and process leaves. There is no time for rest.
Actually, I should probably start getting into this stuff here before they eat it. Taking the easy stuff nearby. Now let's snooch this stuff out from underneath them before they get it. Yeah, they have a toggle here where you can have the game tell you how much food value is near a thing. You can turn that off. It looks a little nicer, but sometimes it's just nicer to be able to tell what's viable food and what's not, and how much. So I like having that display on.
One of the ants has fallen prey to a young leaf mimic praying mantis. Once in range, its long razor-clad forelegs can ensnare
Leaf
and impale
mimic.
victims with lightning speed.
Indeed.
But that's perfect for catching leafcutter ants.
Or Leaf Garrett.
Sure.
Or Leif Erikson. Or Leif
Pretending
Phoenix.
to be Leif Erikson anyway.
Or Leif Phoenix. Or Joaquin as he's known now. Yes, that was Joaquin Phoenix. He was actually born Leif Phoenix. I ain't
Just a leaf on
kidding.
the wind.
Well, you remember he was born to the Phoenix clan, so his brother was River Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Their parents are
These
a bunch of
leaves are
hippies.
contested. The leafcutters
So-
will generally not attack unless provoked, but today there's too much at stake. Only a strong show of force will deter the
Let's
opposing
see.
colony.
There's River Phoenix, Rain Phoenix, Summer Phoenix, and Liberty Phoenix.
I suppose they might have been a family of hippies by any chance.
Oh, their parents were.
The opposing leafcutters have retreated from one of their harvesting sites. They may have been easily startled this time, but they'll soon be back, and in greater numbers.
Haha,
Yeah.
I've snooched some of your food. Actually, I'm going to snooch some more of it while I can.
Yoink.
Alright, now up here, we're going to build a new type of unit that is very expensive. Leafcutter Major. These guys are big, big boys, and these are the leafcutter ant that our home base is going to assimilate. The big boys.
Oh, God. Somebody's posted a video. The last Jedi aged worse than the green milk in it.
Excuse me, that was blue.
At this point.
That blue milk really freaked people. Look at the size of these guys.
First major ant. Its swollen head
I mean,
is
we
filled
already
with
had
muscle
blue
to
milk.
power
That's
its
part of
crushing
Star
jaws.
Wars.
Few stand
Yes.
against it in combat and escape unscathed.
Exactly.
This champion warrior
Lore.
will
I
make a
mean,
fine
hell, that
addition
was
to the
what Aunt
colony.
Beru was pouring for him. Man, the first movie.
The leafcutters have clashed due
But I
north
think
of the
it's
nest.
like, what's the old saying? Nobody wants to know how the sausage is made, and they don't want to know where the blue milk comes from either.
Well, we do now.
You don't want to see I'm milking this space sea elephant.
It's just funny to me how upset people got about that scene.
It was kind of like,
It's like, why shouldn't alien milk be a different color?
yeah. Like I don't think it was so much the color of the milk was that seeing the titties of the beast it came out of.
Seeing him get it directly from the source, yeah.
Right. And then to let it dribble down his beard. Now, I sort of got the type of character he was playing in that. I got that very well. That's like, I've watched enough kung fu movies, like the old grizzled old master who refuses to take students now.
Yeah.
He says, "You come."
The only thing that really bothered me about that story was the fact that they turned Luke into a little crybaby.
Yeah, well, let's face it, he has seen the New Order of Jedi trying to build get completely destroyed after he'd got mind fucked. He would be a bit disillusioned as
Disillusioned,
well.
yeah, but just the freak out he had in the middle seemed like a bit over the top.
Yeah.
The end result made sense, though.
The part where he kind of dies because, forcing too hard?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Yeah. Like this giant butt for a head ant.
What? The great butt?
Mm-hmm.
Not what? What was it? Thinking back to frickin' Red Green again, one of his handyman corner where he's showing how to join two pieces of wood together. So we have two gun joints. One is there's these directly together. That's called a butt joint, and frankly, it looks butt ugly.
Yeah.
The next one we have a miter joint. Miter. That's a French word meaning not butt.
I'm surprised he didn't do something like a I might or go after that butt.
Well, no, they don't do that on the. They didn't do that on Red Green. That kind of.
Or just the word miter as some sort of might have joke in general.
All right.
All right, I've got a little bit of a lead here on the leaf points. Oh, I need a bigger ant toilet. Oh, careful. Gotta be careful not to dig too close to these exclamation points, though.
Yep.
Leafcutters aren't the only ants nearby. Whilst the two Atta colonies joust for territory, Odontomachus bowery trapjaws roam the clearing. They can be found hunting alone or in small packs for vulnerable invertebrates to take back to their nest. They use snapping jaws to bludgeon their targets, exerting 300 times their body weight in a single blow.
Damn. That's strong boys. These little teeny guys go. Carry that poop. Oops. What am I doing? Must have more poop capacity. I think it's actually leftover rot from the mold, but, you know, it's more fun to call it poop. And poop.
Whoop. Okay.
Here we go. 6,000 versus 5,000. I think we're winning this one, boys.
Yep.
We're well on the way, at least.
Ears are thinning.
Huh?
Oh, my headphones on and my ears are sweating.
Oh, yeah. All that trapped head heat.
Pepper towels at.
Night falls, and under the cloak of darkness, velvet worms, bush crickets, and harvestmen emerge from their hiding places. Any ant straying from the relative safety of the trail will likely meet with an unfortunate end.
Not the harvestmans.
No.
They are going to harvest me. Let's get some more upgrades. Boop, boop. No sleep for my ants. We've got a contest to win. Where you go with those leaves, suckers?
Sucks levers.
I don't think I have enough of my forces here to really doing that. This is turning into a heist movie.
The ants must defend themselves.
Oh. What's happening? It's already over. What was that? Some sort of earwig looking motherfuckers.
The opposing Atta colony has retreated from one of its sites to the northwest, leaving unguarded foliage ripe for the picking.
Not this one. It's too much of this nonsense. Actually, this is their guys, isn't it? Well, still. Let's take over this stuff in the middle before they get to it. Maybe I'll upgrade some workers. Maybe they'll get a little faster or something. I'm not sure the exact effect upgrades have on workers.
No. Yeah.
Movement penalty when carrying leaves. That's no good.
An ant has fallen prey to a wandering harvestman. Its
Harvestman.
long, slender legs keep its vulnerable body elevated high above the leaf litter, and when threatened, it can release strong-smelling odors to deter other predators. A stern response will be needed to drive this striding nuisance away.
Well, he just got
Overwhelmed by
fucked
the
up by my
defensive
majors.
leafcutter forces, the harvestman decides to make a swift exit.
You want another piece of this? Huh?
There are intruders in the nest.
What? Why? Well, that didn't last long, wherever they were. Boop, boop, boop.
A Paracanthus varius bush cricket has spotted the ants. Its thorax
And
and appendages are adorned with sharp protruding spikes, offering 360 degrees of protection and turning its substantial forelegs into a pair of deadly flails. This spiny devil will not easily be deterred.
You know, killing him took far less time than the speech did.
Yeah. Hell. This
Get him.
time.
Like how they're talking about how the harvestman's long legs keeps him safe from the ants while he's fighting an ant that's bigger than he is. Get him. Fuck his shit up.
The ants have been spotted by a small velvet worm outside the nest.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the city, Los Angeles.
That is some sassy trumpet, isn't it?
95 degrees in the summertime. My name is Friday. I carry a pet. Okay.
Detective Ant.
Hey! Shit. Oh, found it. Surprisingly, came off pretty cheap for what I'm totaling up my expenditures for the day. And I got, oh wait, oh, that was the ticket from these. I would already pay that. Oh, God. Alright, yeah. $18 for a popcorn and an icy.
Sounds sadly right.
I don't want to go out to the movies too much anymore.
I never eat when I'm there anyway.
I mean, sometimes you want something to occupy you, and yeah, that was.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna have to go piss 5 times throughout the movie.
Oh, I managed to hold out to the end of the movie, and then I stand there sitting for like 5 minutes.
As the sun rises over the treetops above, the diurnal jungle invertebrates emerge once again to replace their nighttime counterparts. The ants will remain steadfast in their efforts. All must be risked for the harvest.
We should find the correct version to sacrifice.
The ants must fight.
I'm not sure if fight was the right word for what just happened over there. More of a butchery, really.
I will say, back to the Deadpool movie, that's the one thing. It got a bit more, for lack of a better word, epic than the past ones have.
Oh, yeah.
The battle has begun.
I don't know if this counts as a battle, really. Get him. Fuck that man up. There we go. No Spooter's gonna mess with these ants. Alright, let's grab some of this. Actually, no, this one's probably better.
The battle has begun.
And ended. It's over so fast. All right, let's hurry up, lads. The other guys are starting to catch up. A little bit. Not enough, but, you know. To work.
The hillside Atta colony is falling behind. With their demise at hand, they have no choice but to strike back at their opponent.
Oh, you want a piece, do you? Sending a little attack. Isn't that adorable? Sure, it's their biggest guys, but it's only 4 of them.
The ants must defend themselves.
There they go. Victory!
Oh, that's a fine day, Hawks.
The ants have subdued their rivals and achieved dominion over the clearing. As the competition withers, they will extend their territory in all directions, firmly establishing their agricultural empire. One day this colony will number in the millions.
For all of mankind.
Yes. For the Empress.
Yeah.
There we
How is
go.
the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Oh, you always say that, you cad. Alright. So this will be food storage. Let's see. Now the exciting part. Slowly building up my ranks from scratch yet again. It's always such a slow start when you've got barely anybody to collect food for you.
Oh, looking at the information. Same time Star Wars Outlaw comes out. It's Black Myth Wukong comes out. That's the one I was actually very interested in.
Ah, yes, that looks pretty neat. I wonder how the gameplay, how good the gameplay will be, but it looks very pretty.
Yep. I don't see any randomly inserted African characters in there, so...
Was that a concern?
Huh?
Was that a concern? Or you're making fun of Assassin's Creed Shadows, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't know, Neo had an African samurai as well.
Which one?
Neo.
Oh.
The one about the Irishman who becomes a samurai?
Yeah, ultimately, I'm...
Also known as the story of the world's first weeb.
not ultimately have any problem. Well, I never played any Assassin's Creed games, and it's an Ubisoft game. You'll find a whole host of other things to be angry with about the game. Than just African samurai. And they've only said, much like the other Assassin's Creed games, like, yeah, it's a fictional story based in a historical period. Now, more and more has come to light that there's all this stuff that they said this guy did, and that it may have been made up between the guy who wrote a book about it, and even he said a lot of his stuff he got off Wikipedia, and, well, we know about how accurate Wikipedia be. People will just insert stuff, either to put their own point of view into it, or to troll people.
True. That sort of stuff tends to get corrected pretty fast, though.
Yeah.
But who knows how fast, and if it's before or after what you've seen.
Yeah. And I mean, I cannot believe... Okay, so for what I can tell, this guy's entire history in Japan lasted, what, 5-6 months? I cannot believe he could get all that in that short period of time.
Get all that what?
Well, like going full samurai, having a...
Oh, yeah.
You know. And also, I'm sorry, but, you know, that you want... This is Japan. At a time and a place where if you were just the wrong bloodline of Japanese, you couldn't become a samurai. So I'm find it hard to believe all this stuff.
Yeah. On the other hand, though, Rule of cool, he does look very badass.
Yeah. Then again, as I have said, I made my no feelings clear on the matter. I said I recognize one and only one Black Samurai, and that would be the Jim Kelly movie from like 77, I believe.
Afro Samurai?
No. There was a movie called Black Samurai, 1977, starring Jim Kelly of Enter the Dragon fame. Kind of about his last movie before he quit acting, went back to as a karate trainer and everything. But yeah, it was based on a series of kind of like pulp adventure novels. It was low budget actioner. I think most of the budget seemed to go on the one theme thing where he has a jetpack.
Oh, nice.
Like James Bond had in Thunderball. That's one of those early versions of the jetpack were just meant for almost like James Bond. You would go up one side of the wall and down to the other side, and that was about probably the extent of that jetpack's travel time. Anyways, but that was kind of my joke there. I showed the movie poster from the Jim Kelly movie. I thought I recognize one and only one Black Samurai. And one guy is true. Why is it every black character in games has to have either full head of dreads or those little short dreads on top? That seems to be the two black hairstyles in games lately.
Because dreads are cool.
I said, give me somebody in a full freaking Jim Kelly afro.
Well,
I want
Afro Samurai.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah, I've watched it, but I'm just talking about... Black Samurai.
Now that was some hair.
Hmm. All right.
And I have assigned so many upgrades to be done here. My poor worker ants are so busy. Poor little guys. Well, this is what you get when you've only got 7 worker ants, but I don't want to spend resources on making more, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can make more soldiers with that resource.
Soldiers.
And for a little bit later, let's see. Wait. Something for my new friends. Alright, I think we have finished devouring. Except for this one seed over here. There we go.
Oh, the Eruptor workers have raised the first Atacebalotus ant.
Very good. I look forward to seeing how they integrate into the Eruptor hierarchy.
Yes, very good. I guess these ones just have to eat meat like the rest of us. Since we don't do the leafcutter thing with the ones that we integrate. They shall have to join our culinary culture. Alright, once they finish these upgrades down here, we can do the second leafcutter mission. Which involves army ants. Terrifying motherfuckers. Let me tell you. Ah, look at my big boy. There he is. You just walk over top of all the other ants. It's fucking huge though, look at him. He's a big boy. They're the same size as the queen. Alright. Front line. Let's do it. Okay.
This small leafcutter colony has established a foothold in a clearing near the base of a tree. Their location provides prime access to lucrative harvesting grounds which have gone unchallenged for the past few weeks. However, unbeknownst to the ants, the peace is about to be broken. A scourge is drawing in. It will be here by morning.
It's a ginormous fucking... what do they call it, a whip spider? Having a nap down here? Ooh, he can fuck some shit up. That boy. Okay, let's see, this... what is each of these? Part of the problem with these is I don't know which one is which of these. Oh my god, it's a Kinnemer! No, not whip spider mummy, sorry. No. That's the miners. This is the medias, okay.
Warp spider? A warp spider.
The ants must defend themselves.
Alright, where's my poop chamber at? Could probably put it up here. Let's bring these guys in here. I need to dig out a pooping ground.
The ants have uncovered a Heterophrenius Battersea whip spider hiding beneath the leaf litter.
Yeah, so
This
these guys,
unnerving arachnid feels its way through the
except
undergrowth
the
with
one outside is
modified antenna-like
fucking huge.
forelegs. When it finds a target, it snatches forward with enormous pedipalps,
These are just little babby ones.
impaling its victim on deadly spines.
Whipped rider. Oh god, that would be terrifying. You know what? Delete those ones. Okay, now let's get back outside and harvest. Alright,
Waste is building up in the fungus gardens. The leaf cutters need to dig out a refuse dump.
yes, that's what I'm doing.
Get it.
Several meters south of the nest, a legion of nomadic Essiton Berkeley army ants are preparing to march.
Easy for you to
They
say.
set up camp late last night, and will now conduct daily swarming raids on the surrounding areas until they see fit to move
That's
on.
a Tom Berkeley. Sounds like
This humble
the
leafcutter stronghold will soon
person who
lie
designed their
directly in
uniforms
path.
for the army.
Yeah.
What is your army wearing? Essiton Berkeley. Soft, curvy, nerdy jumping driders. I mean, I've seen artwork of a
The army ants have arrived.
librarian
They will swoop
drider
eastward,
lady who
swarming
was
everything they find.
super cute.
Larvae-filled ant colonies are particularly ripe
Very
for color.
spider lady. This.
Only a substantial
I'm not
sense of
sure
force with
what
the right
type of
tools to
spider
repel
she was
the
based
aggressors
on.
will be left alone.
But
The leafcutters must prove
She
to
was
the
cute.
invaders that they are more trouble than they are worth.
Drider feels like a good setup for a librarian because you can just like climb up all the bookshelves. You don't need ladders.
The naughty librarian fight.
Yep. So here comes all the army ants.
Dewey Decimal. Do we ever?
Oh ho
If the
ho!
army ants can be pushed back beyond leafcutter territory, they
Do
will
we?
likely
Yes,
give
yes,
this
we do.
area a wide berth until it's time for them to relocate their nest.
If I ever stumble across that librarian picture again, I should send it to Kai. I think she'd like that.
The naughty.
Also, there's something disturbing about the idea of
Occasionally, scouts
milfy
will head out
orb
from
weaver
the swampy
driders.
frontier in search of live prey for the horde. If they find anything of significance, they will call for reinforcements. A battalion of soldiers can respond in seconds.
So yeah, similar gameplay to the last one, but we're not in a race this time other than just a race to get ourselves stronger before we have to fight fucking army ants. Look at this whole line of bullshit going on, and this gigantic red block where the adult whip spider is. Oof. Scary. Somebody's definitely into it, Kai. That's a rule of the internet. Whatever it is, somebody's into it. Alright, we need to build more boys.
The swarm frontier is expanding towards the leafcutter nest.
That was weird. Yeah, they're starting a second patrol line now. Little bastards. So we have an additional mechanic in this map of don't let the army ants as a whole become aware of your colony or you're toast. Sometimes they'll have little scouts that come near us and notice us, then we have to kill them. Like this little fucker over here. You know what? Let's harvest over here for the moment. Stay away from that little fucker. You have to kill the scout before it gets back to the main enemy force. Or else they're going to send extra guys after you. Not the whole force at once, but...
You know what? That's the one other Deadpool that was not in that group that should have been. And that would have been the Bob Ross Deadpool. You know the one?
Nope.
From the videos. Ryan did this video as Deadpool as Bob Ross.
Oh jeez, I need to see that.
I've seen the whole
They did have nice pool though.
What? The movie? No. It did have...
No, I'm saying the movie had nice pool.
Oh yeah, it did.
For a little while. I just think it's funny that he got his little tiny... I don't know what age his daughter is, but she's got to be like 7 or 8 at the most. Got her into the movie and gave her some of the most foul-mouthed lines in the movie. Kidpool is a vile little thing. So, you know, on brand. Alright, let's grab this while we can. I agree. All right, let's see. How about over here? I agree.
As dusk sets in, The army and foraging activity begins to settle. The Aceton forces are reconvening to join a giant bivouac formed of their own bodies where they will wait out the night. For the Atters, this is the perfect opportunity to stockpile leaves.
Let's grab some of this stuff while we can get at it safely. Also, you know you're a badass army when you're making sleeping tents out of your own troops' bodies. That's hardcore. Oh, we got trouble. What are you guys up to? You stay away from us, you hear? You little fucker. Cute bugger. Get him! Chew his face off. Make him dead. Here we go. Okay, first some more upgrades. Well, somebody else wants to cause some trouble. And then a little wormy boy. Millipede type thing.
The battle has begun.
What did they call it before? A silkworm or something like that? No, that's not right. I don't remember. Is there a... Inspect creature tool? Well, maybe next time. There's one. Velvet worm, that's it. Ah. There. There's that sassy trumpet again.
The battle has begun.
And it's over. The battle has begun, and it's gone. Thank you, South Park. Alright, your money has been invested, and it's gone. Yeah, that discussion before, though, about the whole Dave and Buster's thing, like, we don't really seem to have arcades around where I live anymore. I haven't been to a proper video game arcade in decades. So if they still have some of that stuff going around in the States there, gonna have to do that. And hope it's not too terribly expensive.
The jungle stirs. The sound of panicked arthropods running from danger can be heard throughout the leaf litter, and the ant birds are circling overhead. The swarm has returned.
Ant birds. I don't like the sound of that. Alright, let's get eating this stuff down here.
The ants must fight.
Spooder. Jumpy boy. Guess I can't inspect the corpse, eh? Alright. Now there's some army ant nonsense going on down there. God, it's so fast and jittery. He's so fast.
The ants must defend themselves.
They must. These mantises keep coming at me and just dying instantly. That's what happens when your army is the ones that are gathering your food for you, though. You're not just ambushing weak little workers here. I mean, there's a few, but, you know. 7 workers and 23 actual soldier ants. Or whatever the leafcutters call them, the leafcutter medias. And we're not talking about Fox News. Wow, wow. Alright, let's get some majors. Oh, built up over here.
The battle has begun.
You've begun, jerk.
The leafcutters have been spotted by a scout. If it escapes, it will call for reinforcements.
Uh-oh.
These rove beetle larvae pose a serious threat to the minim workers. They will need to be exterminated quickly.
You please charge, jerk.
The leafcutters are causing problems for the army ants, and the swarm frontier is beginning to recede.
That's right, get out of my home, bitch. Oh.
An army ant scout has spotted the leafcutters.
Shit happened down there, huh?
It must not be allowed to report back to the swarm.
Somebody broke through here and discovered my newly hatched major. And got his face wrecked. Alright, I guess we should get this. For now.
The Leafcutters have been spotted by a troop of army ant scouts. If any escape, they will call for reinforcements.
Well, best not let them escape then.
An enemy scouting troop has been overwhelmed by the Atta soldiers.
That's right. Get wrecked. Alright, got that one. That guy is eaten up. I think I'll get this stuff here once night falls. There we go, the poop pile's maxed out. Nice, nice. Guess we can level these guys. Why not?
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new
Oh, don't be
brood.
so dramatic. Alright. Actually, this should be a good time to grab these. Actually, I'll grab this first.
As daylight fades, the army ferries the last of the day's spoils back to the bivouac for the evening feast. They will return at first light.
If they dare.
The ants must fight.
Guy walked in the wrong neighborhood.
Sure.
Where? Yeah? Exactly.
Sorry, I'm tired.
Oh, that's a big boy. It's a very spiky fucker. What are you? Large spiny devil. Well, yeah, okay. That checks out. Alright, I need you guys to stop gathering food for a minute and destroy this man. Mess him up. There we go. Back to food gathering. So I like the trick this this giant whip spider here is hanging out right by two 600-point plants, trying to tempt us in there. Get out of here, you jerk. Alright. Let's get some more mangers in here. I need my big boys. Another harvestman, eh? Cheeky. That's right, bitch. This is my forest. You get out of here or you die. Get him, Steve. Get him. Dead that man. Yeah. The harvest goes well.
The battle has begun.
And ended. Yeah, let's get this area while the army ants are gone. And not patrolling it.
Free reign of the harvesting grounds is about to be cut short. The swarm has mobilized.
Alright. I'll check back with you another day.
Aye.
Alright. See you.
Alright, let's retreat to over here. Oh shit, they're messing stuff up over here, huh? You get out of my front yard, motherfuckers. It's my farm.
Pushing eastwards is proving to be inefficient for the swarm. They will fan out in other directions.
Damn right. I'm too much to handle. That could be trouble, though. You know what? Don't fight. Just get out of there. Guys. There you go. Some epic music now, though. Wow. And yeah.
The battle has begun.
Okay, and let's finish this off now.
An army ant scouting party has spotted the leaf cutters.
God,
they
they're so
must not
small.
be allowed to report back to the swarm. The Atta soldiers managed to prevent the army ant scouts from returning to the swarm.
Definitely a serious slowdown on this food, though, unfortunately.
The Aceton soldier lines are bearing down on the nest. The leaf
no, you
cutters
don't.
are about to be overrun.
Oh, no, you don't, motherfuckers. Get
The
out of
battle
here.
has begun.
You don't want this. That's right. Alright, let's get this stuff back. Let's go back after the stuff again. I think the night's about to hit. Yeah, there we go. In the meantime, let me just pause for a quick second because I've really got to pee. I'll be right back. Okay. Back to the harvest. Yum, 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 yum.
The ants must defend themselves.
Alright. See how much of this stuff I can get eaten tonight. Actually, even if day comes back, I'll still keep harvesting this because I think I'm strong enough to repel the army ants at this point. At least enough to discourage them. But it's not worth it.
The day is nearly over. The army retreats, and a relative tranquility sets in across the rainforest floor.
Oh shit. Big boy's on the move. Oh no. Is he gonna start some shit?
The battle has begun.
Got my eye on you. Uh-oh.
A fully grown whip spider has detected the
starting some
presence
shit.
of the leaf cutters. With
Alright, here we
supreme
go,
powers,
lads.
This gargantuan
It's go
night
time.
hunter can knock back, swipe, and lance even the toughest major soldiers. A considerable sustained
Gets its own
flow
health
of
bar.
resistance must be called upon for the colony to stand any chance of dissuading this legend of the Undergrowth.
Get him, Majors. Crawl all over him. He's more ant than spider now. So other little fuckers interfering too. How rude. Get him. Give me your soul so I can make a weapon out of it.
The whip spider
yeah.
has fallen. The colony sacrificed many brave soldiers to pacify this beast. The queen will now work quickly to spawn their replacements. One
Poop
of the
out new
foraging
ants.
trails has drawn the attention of a whip spider. The ants must defend themselves.
Not a full-grown one this time, though. Ooh, it's a big one. Alright. Boop and boop. Of course, that means this bounty is available now. Beautiful. We earned it. With our corpses. Nice. Eat 'em up. Man, we are ravaging these things now. Love it. Om nom 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 nom. It's weird that none of these are fighting each other. They fight the army ants, but they don't fight each other.
Dawn has broken and the night critters run for cover. The army ants are on the march.
Not for long, they're not. Alright, let's go after this next. Oh, you gotta get out of my territory, boys. This will not end well for you. My supply line bites back.
The army ants are finding the Atta colony difficult to deal with. Less troublesome prey can be found elsewhere.
That's right. You're the prey here, boy. Around these parts. These tiny little guys getting just stomped on by ant kaijus here.
The leaf cutters have been spotted by a troop of army ant scouts. If any escape, they will call for reinforcements.
Let them. I don't give a fuck.
Army ant scouts have reported recent leafcutter movements back to the swarm. Enemy reinforcements are inbound.
Fine with me. My supply line's going right across yours, and I don't even care.
Efforts to subdue the leafcutters, the swarm raiders have been pushed back. The leafcutters must press on to keep them at bay.
You know what? I think we just go ahead and claim the victory on this one. Let's cut off their main thing. It's go time.
An army ant scouting party has spotted the leafcutters. They must not be allowed to report back to the swarm. An enemy scouting troop has been overwhelmed by the Atta soldiers.
I think it's time for you boys to leave. I think I lost a major. That's alright, we got plenty of food to replace him. Poop out a new big boy, Queenie.
Against impossible odds, the soldiers of the Atta stronghold met the tyrannical intruders with ferocious defiance time and time again. Unable to break their lines and after tremendous losses, the army ant swarm has finally elected to move on. For the leafcutters, the ultimate trial is over.
Piece of cake. Leaf cake. Whiplash. Impossible difficulty after defeating the huge whip spider before the third day. That is insanity.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting
Some
behaviors.
new behaviors.
The colony is beginning to adapt.
Alright, let's see who we can raid today. After we eat these grubs. What is Watcher of the Realms? Yeah. I think it's time for some Banjo-Kazooie. Alright, stop gathering for now. We will do that tomorrow. And we'll be ready to move on to the fire ants tomorrow, in fact. Alright, stick around to insert joke here. We are about to raid our friend Random Bystander here. So both of you have here at the end of your names. You should get along quite well, I'm sure. You're practically brothers.